Hello out there, everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing this fantastic combo of The Shining in 4K Ultra HD, followed by its sequel, Dr. Sleep, also in 4K Ultra HD. And on a personal note, the Kubrick film, what else needs to be said about this movie? It's one of those films that just gets better and better and better over time. When it was first released, the critics were mixed on it, and of course Stephen King most famously trashed the movie. He didn't like it at all, but over time he's actually become fond of it and relished the opportunity to sort of bridge the gap between his version of the story in text and Kubrick's version in film with this sequel called Dr. Sleep. So I'll just go backwards. Dr. Sleep, which came out a couple years ago, just before COVID, is a really effective horror film and is much better than it has a right to be. Because on paper, it would seem that while it's true, King wrote this follow-up to The Shining, it would seem a fool's errand to try to basically better The Shining or attempt to make a film version of this text in a way that held up to The Shining. And I'm happy to report that the director, Mike Flanagan, did a wonderful job on this film, and as did the cast and crew. Ewan McGregor was a great choice to play Danny Torrance, and Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Rose the Hat, is just a amazing actress. She, of course, is now in Dune, but she is just chilling in this film. And then, of course, the newcomer of the film, who plays the little girl, her name is Kylie Curran, I believe. She does a great job as well. An impressive performance, in fact, given all of the talent that's around her, and she just knocks it out of the park. It's really a film that just entertains, it scares, and it also nicely bridges the events that occurred in The Shining to the current day telling of this story, and sort of splits the difference between Stephen King's version of The Shining and Stanley Kubrick's version of The Shining. So bravo to the filmmakers on that. Now, The Shining, it needs really no other elaboration. It's just a classic horror film that strangely was not well received when it came out, but has since developed a devoted fan base, and I think most critics would agree that it is in fact one of Stanley Kubrick's better films, and he's made a bunch of them. It's just chilling, and Jack just does a really effective job at being creepy as he's ever been. I think his performance is just bone-chilling. And apparently Shelley Duvall, who was terrorized on the set by Kubrick, probably in an unethical capacity, to be honest, she gives a believable performance of someone who is really going insane at the predicament she finds herself in. Fabulous film, and thankfully the 4K Ultra HD transfers on both films are really good. This movie has never looked better, and that opening shot where the camera's panning over the river is just stunning. It's really a film that is just one of the most beautiful horror films ever made. So with that, I would just say that if you're looking for a classic psychological horror film, look no further than Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and then followed up with Mike Flanagan's Dr. Sleep. They're both excellent movies, and put together, they make a formidable 1-2 punch in the annals of classic horror cinema. So with that, take care, everyone, stay safe, and until the next time.